involved arm, they may go back further than 90 degrees, maybe 110 or something along that line. Whereas their non-throwing arm, they may only go to 90. The key for us is to look at the total arc of motion, right? So if I went to 110 and 70, that tells me I have 180 degrees of motion. And if I went from 90 to 90, it's 180 degrees of motion. So my total arc is equal. No problems, no issues, right? If I went from 110 to say 20 and 90 to 90, you can see how that internal, I'm not too concerned that they're going 20 degrees further back. My concern is they're not going that 50 degrees further forward. And in that case, if it's an overhead throwing athlete and we suspect posterior impingement, that's when we give them that posterior cuff type of stretch, or another option is a sleeper stretch. And a sleeper stretch is sideline, so just lay on your side. And the idea is, he's in this position, we want him to take his chin and put it down on his shoulder. That basically isolates that. So if I'm coming forward, normally what could happen is this, right? I can cheat forward. So we're kind of taking your chin to block that from happening, and then you're just pressing down, okay? It's a stretch. You're holding it 15, 20 seconds. You're doing 3 or 4 of them, right? I can measure that. So I could goniometrically measure his progress, right? Or I can measure the opposing side, right? Does he have, 60, 75 degrees there, whatever he's got, all right?
So that's internal
That's a sleeper
rotation.
stretch. That's internal rotation, all right? Reasonable? You understand the sleeper stretch? Understand the